Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy AJ, and today we're gonna crack into the second part of the limiting belief series. Before we covered what limiting beliefs are, what are some causes and what are some examples, now we're gonna crack into how exactly we go about in the process of identifying your limiting belief. I have a few simple steps in order to identify your limiting beliefs, and then we're gonna overcome them. So if you wanna get to that level, if you just wanna be that person that just engages people, that person that draws people in, as I spoke before, the socially magnetic person, the person that takes risks and lets fear get behind them instead of being behind fear constantly, then I promise you this video will be absolutely beneficial. So without further ado, let's crack into this. Step one, when it comes to finding your limiting beliefs or identifying them, is exactly that. Identify. Basically, what we have to do is we have to learn what exactly it is that we believe in general. If you don't know what you believe in general, how will you find the things that are, or the beliefs in your system of beliefs? Because we have a lot of beliefs as human beings that is detrimental. So how will you find that one bad egg if you don't know how many eggs you have? So the exercise that I have for you is write down all your general beliefs. Now, this doesn't have to be every single one. Just write down 10 or a few that come into mind. And something important that I want you to do is just think about them. When you write them down, don't just write blah, 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 but actually think about how you use these beliefs and how important they are to your daily life. If you say, I wanna save, or I believe in saving 50% of your salary, but you're literally spending 100% of your salary and you're not saving any, then that isn't a belief that you are applying in your life. But if you have any belief, literally any belief that is really affecting your life, write it down. As stated before, it's anything you feel strongly about. Literally anything that comes to mind. Don't even take too long to think about it. I want you to be aware of what it is, but don't overblow it, okay? Just write it down. It's just an exercise, all right? We keep it going, we keep it flowing, and then move to the next part of it. So, the next part, I want you to categorize them or group them into these main categories that I have. I've drawn some symbols. Please excuse my art. I'm not the best artist. I'm still learning how to draw, especially on these whiteboards, but I want you to put it into the first category, which is money or financial. As I said before, a good example would be, I believe I should save 50% of my salary, give 10% as tithe, and use 40%. That's a belief. Or I believe that money is the most important thing when it comes to finding a partner. That's a financial belief, all right? That's both financial and the other category I'm gonna give to you later. The second category that I want you to group these beliefs that we have established down into is health. Do you believe that exercise is important? Do you believe that eating bread will always lead to fat, only eating bread? Or do you believe that if you become vegetarian, or vegetarian people become skinny, or whatever it is? Look, it can be anything, but anything you believe or you feel strongly about, put it under this, under health. Next, family. Do you believe that family is more important than work? Do you believe that family is everything to you? Do you believe that family is not that important because you come from a broken home? If you believe that, put it under family. Last category, but not least, relationships. A lot of us have limiting beliefs about relationships when it comes to finding a partner. As I said in my last video, a friend of mine who was vertically challenged, really short, and quite skinny actually. He actually legitimately looked 2 to 3 years younger than what his age really was. He honestly believed that girls did not like him because of his height and because of how he looked. And he didn't look for a girl that would like him for more than his physical appearance. So if you believe anything, for instance, men want skinny model looking girls, put that here. Or it's important for somebody to have very white teeth when they're dating me. I don't know. Just put it under relationship. Next, I want you to really zone in. Imagine which beliefs are holding you back and which ones are helping you. The beliefs that are holding you back are the ones that are becoming your limiting beliefs. Maybe they're not completely there yet, but they're the ones that are pulling you from becoming the best you or the best version of you possible. Remember, the definition of a limiting belief, say it with me, is a state or a conviction that you believe to be true that is holding you back from becoming the best version of you. So examine which beliefs or which assumptions or whatever you put down for this first part here, which ones are helping you and which ones are bringing you down. Step 2, behavior. A lot of us overlook how we actually behave in situations. Maybe you go back in the past and you always remember what you were thinking, you always remember what you said maybe, but you don't remember what you did specifically, or maybe what caused that behavior. Something I want you to do right now is I want you to picture the perfect version of yourself. Go back in your mind, just picture that perfect you. How would this person look like? Would they be fit, abs? Will they be taller, shorter? Anything. Don't judge yourself. It can be any version of you. How would they behave when the world tries to knock them down, when they're under pressure, when they're speaking to somebody of the opposite sex maybe? Maybe when they're speaking in front of an audience, maybe when they're in class, maybe when they're at work. How would this person react? How would they interact with the world? Maybe this person has more money. Maybe they're successful. Maybe they have more friends. Maybe they're better at networking. Whatever it is, imagine this perfect version of yourself. Now I want you to go back in time, go back in your mind and think about all the interactions or every single situation that you've been in when you've acted negatively, or if you've acted in a toxic way with that little face over there, or maybe you were jealous with that little face over there. You can obviously see I'm such a great artist. Anyway, with that vehement reaction, or that negative, that malicious reaction, if you've ever reacted like that in any situation, I want you to compare the way you reacted with the person that you've pictured, that perfect version of you. Would they have reacted the same way? A good example will be, for instance, gossiping. Maybe there's a new person in your school, in your class, and they have a new hairstyle, and you gossiped about it. You laughed at them because it wasn't a very cool hairstyle. Maybe they dyed their hair a different color, and you laughed at them. But at the same time, the fact that they've come out at school, even with their hair like that, they're confident. So a small part of you is jealous of that confidence they have to rock up. A small part of you is still like, how did she manage, or how did he manage to come up with no hair? How did he or she manage to do purple hair color? Whatever it is, all right? You gossip about them, but you're still kind of jealous. So I want you to look into what you did specifically, that negative that toxic reaction that you had, and I want you to zone in on what was wrong with it. What were you jealous of? What were you missing? What would the perfect you have done differently? A lot of us don't understand that when we gossip about somebody, when we judge somebody, we are reflecting our self-esteem onto them. I've spoken about this in my ego destroying series on my Instagram. Quick plug of my Instagram, you're gonna see it on the screen here. Go and follow me at AJ_Lukau, AJ_Lukau, and yeah, you will see more of me on my Instagram. Anyway, as I was saying, it reflects your self-esteem, the way you look at yourself. You projecting yourself onto that person. You say that person is fat, but you're insecure about your weight. You say that person's ugly, you're insecure about your looks because you're reflecting it. So try your best not to do these things, by the way. It's just a side note, just so you know. So the last step, the most fundamental one, is recognition. By recognition, I don't mean recognizing achievement. I mean really focusing on your challenges. What problem areas you have in your life right now. So if you've noticed any problem areas, or and every human has one, any areas of challenge in your life, then it is a sign that you might have a root cause, which may be a limiting belief. So some examples that I've written down is you can't find a partner. Maybe you're out there, you can't find that right girl or guy. You can't find that right person that just fits your mold, that right person that loves what you love doing, or cares about you and you care about them, I guess. Number 2, you can't hold down a job, or maybe you can't even find a job. Maybe you're looking and you keep on getting rejected, or you never get callbacks. Maybe it's for university. Maybe you want to get a spot in your dream university, or maybe even your third choice, second, third, fourth choice, whatever it may be. Maybe you want that position, but you keep on getting rejected. And for my students out there, maybe you keep on trying your hardest, and I've been through this. Trust me, I've been through this. You study your hardest, you push, you literally pull all-nighters, you study effectively, you think you know everything. You get to the exam, you write down, you're happy, you're confident, then it turns out you failed. Or it turns out that you barely passed. Maybe you just hit 50%. Maybe you just hit 60%. Maybe you want to get out. Maybe you want to be an A and a B student. As you're listing out these challenges that you're facing in your life, these problem areas, I want you to link it back to the beliefs that you have. So for example, if you can't go in front of an audience, right? If you're too scared to go and rock out in front of an audience and be cool, the whole room, all right? Then you probably have the limiting belief that you aren't smart enough, you aren't interesting enough, maybe you don't believe in yourself to be a charismatic person. So that is what's holding you back. Remember, your belief is the root of your problem. If you have a wrong mindset or a wrong belief, then you're probably gonna have a problem that is way deeper than just simply doing something. If your mind is wrong, if your belief system is wrong, if your mindset is wrong, your problem is way bigger than just an action or an exercise that you can do to try and feel better at the moment. And just to conclude, like, this is something really important. And just to say this, you know, in the self-help realm or the self-help sphere around the world, we have people that want things fast. They want to just do a little technique in the morning and boom, they're confident, boom, they're charismatic, boom, they're self-responsible, boom, they're whatever it is. They want to have these little quick fixes, and they don't understand that it's a journey. And first it starts with your mindset, because your mindset is the only thing that's going to keep you walking, because that is what adds character. That's what adds being to you. All right. It adds power to you as you keep on going. It's that energy force that you need to keep on walking in your path of self-development. So, my friend, thank you for watching this video. I am really grateful for your time. Thank you for taking time out of your day to improve on yourself. Many people are out here in life stagnating. They're stagnating because they don't take time out of their day, even just a minute, even 10 minutes, even 20 minutes, just to improve on themselves, to focus on themselves. But you did it, and I'm proud of you. Make sure to go click the like button, because it helps the channel a lot. Thank you guys for what's been going on right now in the channel. I think I've spoken about it in my last video or my first video. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to go to the link in the description, which is a link to my website. If you want to talk personally to me, AJ Lukau, if you want to speak to me on email, go to my website. There'll be an application form where I can speak directly to you. If you want direct tips, if you have any questions, you want to talk to me, stories, it is me who's answering all of those emails. So make sure you get to that. So without further ado, thank you for watching.